Oi oi girls and boys and everything in between, it's Ace Trainer Lee and back with another episode of MetroMania. It's Heat 4. Today is the 4th heat. We are halfway through the first round of this tournament, and this tournament's just been so exciting. For those of you who don't know what MetroMania is, it's a 16 Pokemon Metronome only tournament, with the winner being crowned the first ever MetroMania Champion. If you're loving the series so far, hit the like button to show your support, and of course, if you're new, subscribe to this channel so you never miss an episode. Don't forget, of course, to comment letting me know who you think is going to win the tournament as a whole, and also who you think is going to win the 4th heat, which is today. But with all that out the way, let's take a look at the brackets. So last week, Togekiss reigned victorious against Hariyama in Heat 3, an unbelievable tactics where Togekiss basically would make sure to disable or to remove Hariyama's ability to use Metronome, forcing it to struggle and basically forcing the Pokemon to knock itself out of the tournament. And that's an incredible play, and that's a scary kind of strategy moving forward, where you basically stop your opponent from being able to use the Metronome that will get it to victory and make it hit itself with 25% recoil damage each time when it can't take you down. It was incredible. So Togekiss earned a place in quarterfinal 2, and the winner of today's match will join them. So let's see who it's going to be. So today's Heat 4, it's Blissey versus Politoed. As everybody enters the battlefield there, I'm so excited for this one because a lot of people are saying Blissey is the favourite. A lot of people are saying that Blissey is too bulky to be taken down in a Metronome battle. So everyone's saying that Blissey is going to go all the way and become the first MetroMania champion. I would argue that Blissey is the most heavily favoured Pokemon in this contest, as it takes the poison from Politoed. What a great strategy to start off with. There's a Healing Wish that fails from the other Politoed. Here comes the Blissey team. Regular Blissey is going with a slam onto regular Politoed for a tiny bit of damage. Blissey not known for its physical attack. Well, it is known for its physical attack and defense because they're both 10 base power. So they're the lowest, I think, of any of the Pokemon we've seen. Certainly the lowest physical attack and physical defense of any Pokemon in this tournament, but does have the highest HP stat at 255 base power. Here's Forest's Curse, going to change that Blissey to give it the grass type as well. So it's now grass and normal. Here comes regular Politoed. I'm so impressed already, but the Politoed team goes with the poison, taking down that Blissey slowly. There's a Vice Grip just to speed up that death. That's very interesting. It's a really great way to take down a Blissey without having to do too many moves to it. There's the Telekinesis from Blissey, hurling shiny Politoed into the air. What's regular Blissey got in store? Roleplay, going to change its ability to that of Politoed. Now that's a really good play. Swapping out Natural Cure for Water Absorb. So if Politoed hits a stab move, if Politoed hits a water type move with added power, it's going to restore Blissey's massive HP, which is an incredible idea. Here comes Politoed with a Guillotine, but it's avoided. That would have been a one-hit KO. That's another great strategy. It's almost like these Politoed are actually thinking. There's Natural Gift, and that fails. It's almost like Politoed is saying, what do we have to do to take down the bulk that is Blissey? Here's a Water Shuriken, which is going to, of course, activate Water Absorb and restore Politoed's HP there. But it's like one-hit KO moves, poisoning moves. Here's Night Daze from Blissey onto shiny Politoed. Any moves, basically, that can take down Blissey without having to use direct attacks. Although, arguably, physical attacks are the best thing to use on Blissey, but Politoed is not known for its physical attack stat. Here comes a Psy Strike onto shiny Blissey, I believe. Oh my god, taking it down with a crit! One of the Blissey is already down. That's amazing! Politoed is in the driver's seat right now. I thought Blissey was the favourite. Here's a Charge Beam from Politoed. Is it going to raise its special attack there? No, it's not. I mean, not... Oh, it is. Not that it's making a massive difference there, though, because Blissey is still massively bulky against special attacks. Here we see a Swords Dance from Blissey, though. It really, really wants to raise its attack stat. I think you should focus on your special attack, love, to be honest. Politoed is freed from Telekinesis, that shiny Politoed there. What is going to happen in this one? This is amazing. Can they take down this one Blissey on their own? Here's a Poison Sting. Will they get lucky and get another Poison? It's super effective, of course. They get the Poison again, so Blissey's time is numbered. They get the Poison. It was super effective because, of course, Blissey was made into a Grass type earlier. But there's a Perish Song. Oh my god, wait. So, just to explain, guys, the way Perish Song is going to work, because it will kill all 3 Pokemon in the next 3 turns. Solar Blade? Really? I mean, that's going to be super effective, but it's a 2-turn attack, and you can't really afford that, Blissey. The way Perish Song is going to work is when all 3 Pokemon are knocked out, the last Pokemon standing, so the last Pokemon that faints is going to be the winner. That's going to be the same for anything, like Explosion, things like that. There's a Venom Drench from Shiny Politoed onto Blissey. Gonna drop Blissey's attack that it raised, and special attack, and speed. Oh, it's not looking good for this Blissey at the moment. But that's the way it's gonna work. So, if Politoed faints last from the Perish Song, then Politoed is the winner of this round. If Blissey faints last, then Blissey will be the winner. So that makes the most sense, right? Last Pokemon standing is the winner. There's that Solar Blade doing significant damage to Politoed, but your time is numbered. It's not looking good at all, is it? Oh my word. Everyone's Perish count goes down to 2. We've been wondering for a long time, even in the Form Fight series, what it's going to be like when Perish Song happens, and I think this is the fairest way of doing it. This is also the way the game registers it as well. So the game, if your Pokemon is the last one to faint, it will declare you the winner, even if you didn't use Perish Song, even if it's someone else's Perish Song that kills your Pokemon. Politoed going with a splash, just wasting time, thinks it's won this one with the Perish Song. What's Blissey got in store? It's going with a Thunder Punch that will be super effective, but of course Blissey doesn't have the attack power to deal out enough damage to make this significant. Everyone's Perish count goes down to 1. Politoed needs to finish Blissey on this turn, or Blissey needs to finish both Politoeds somehow in one move. I don't know if they're going to be able to achieve it. Here's a Steel Wing. That's going to do a decent amount of damage because, of course, Blissey doesn't have a good defense stat. Here comes Shiny Politoed. What's it got? It's going to go for Rest. It literally, this Shiny Politoed does not give one solitary care in the world right now. It does not care. As I stop myself from swearing there, this Politoed is going to rest for the rest of the battle because it has so much confidence. Here's an Octozooka, going to be absorbed by Politoed, so it has no effect. Blissey succumbing to the poison. Oh my word, everyone goes down, but the Politoed's dying first because they're the faster Pokemon, which means Blissey's going to take the round anyway. Blissey's the last Pokemon standing. Blissey faints, but takes the point because it's the last Pokemon standing. Blissey actually has the advantage. How is Politoed going to... Politoed is on... What on earth? Politoed, don't use Perish Song again when you're the faster Pokemon. Wow, now this is incredible. Blissey has been given that point, and just to explain for those who don't realise what's going on, okay? Here's a Healing Wish going to fail on the first turn. Here's what's happening. The last Pokemon standing, regardless of who used the move Perish Song or who used Explosion, is the winner. The last Pokemon standing, and Blissey was the last to faint. That's why Blissey has taken the point. This is incredible. So maybe Blissey can pull it off. Here's a Play Rough for a tiny bit of damage on Politoed there. Really, Blissey needs to start pulling out the poison moves and things like that. Waterfall going to be absorbed by the opposing Politoed, so it has no effect. Not the best start for Blissey, but also not an awful start compared to what they could have had. Here's a Soak from Politoed, changing Blissey to a Water type now. So keep in mind that the left Blissey on your screen as you look at it is now a Water type, not a normal type. Here's a Dual Chop, that's a Dragon type move. Physical as well, doing decent damage to Blissey there from regular Politoed. How's the Blissey team going to respond to this? They're going with Acid Spray. Okay, that's going to do a tiny bit of damage there to a little Politoed. Also drops its special defense harshly, though. That could factor in Blissey's favor later on in the battle. Here comes Shiny Blissey with a Dream Eater, but of course Politoed isn't asleep, so that's going to fail. What's Politoed going to bring to the table this round? What have you got in store, guys? Regular Politoed going for Ominous Wind. Doesn't affect the normal type Blissey, so it must have been targeting the Shiny Blissey there. Here comes Shiny Politoed with a Foul Play, using Blissey's own attack stat against it, which is minimal, so that really worked in Blissey's favour there. Here comes Shiny Blissey with a Wake Up Slap onto Shiny Politoed. Again, doesn't do a lot of damage there, though. You really need to be focusing on your special attacks, Blissey, if anything, or status moves. Here's a Fury Cutter, tiny little bit of Bug-type damage there, but it was a crit, embarrassingly so, on Shiny Politoed. What's Shiny Politoed going to do in retaliation there? It's going to retaliate with Bone Rush. Go ahead. That's going to do a decent amount of damage to that Shiny Blissey, who really has been taking all the punishment in these battles so far. Down to less than half HP as regular Politoed goes in with Astonish, which doesn't affect Blissey. really not getting lucky at the moment with these ghost-type moves. Here comes Blissey with Magical Leaf. That's going to be super effective on that Politoed, and it's a special attack and does significant damage there to regular Politoed, bringing that Politoed down to less than half HP. Here's an Aurora Beam. It's Ice-type. It's going to be resisted. I think it has a chance to drop Politoed's speed, though, but didn't. Absolutely fine for the Politoed team. How's Shiny Politoed responding here? What's it bringing? Ancient Power. Probably hoping for the boost in stats that Ancient Power brings, allowing it to do more damage. Doesn't get the boost, though. So here comes regular Politoed. Has a Horn Leech. Is it going to be on the Blissey that changed to a Water type? It is! And oh my god, it takes it down completely with that Horn Leech. Critical hit. Oh my goodness. Restores so much HP. Back up to full HP from that Horn Leech. What an incredible play there by Politoed. My god, changing Blissey to a Water type and then using Horn Leech. Play nice coming out from Shiny Blissey. Wants to lower the attack of Politoed so that it can't do as much significant physical damage there. The Mud Sport effect has worn off, so electric type moves are going to be back up to full power. Shiny Politoed, Bullet Punch on Blissey there. Going to do I mean, it will do decent damage because it's a physical move, but it's still only Bullet Punch, so let's not go crazy. Here comes regular Politoed with a Water Gun, going to take advantage of that stab there, but it's a special move, so it doesn't do a lot of damage there to Blissey. Not a great deal, but Blissey is still on the ropes at the moment. Goes for Magic Coat. It fails, unfortunately, for Blissey. That's not looking good. Let's go. Let's see what Politoed has. Shiny Politoed goes for Cross Poison. Is it going to get the poison on Blissey in this round? It's not, but Blissey is down to only 47 HP in the red there. Sacred Sword from regular Politoed, and that's Blissey down. Politoed redeeming itself after that fail with the Perish Song in the first round. So now it's one apiece, and who's going to take home that place in the quarterfinals against Togekiss? Is it going to be Politoed? Is it going to be Blissey? Both teams have made mistakes. Both teams have succeeded in weird ways. Let's see what happens with the chip away starting things off from regular Politoed, doing a significant amount of damage. That's about a quarter of Shiny Blissey's HP. And here's a Magic Room coming out from Shiny Politoed. Oh my goodness, what's in store here? Items lose their effects, of course, with Magic Room, so it doesn't really actually have any effect on this battle at all. Here's a Fling. Of course, no items, so Fling takes no effect. Let's get all the item moves out the way here, Metronome. Here's a Vital Throw from Blissey, doing barely anything, of course, to Shiny Politoed there. To all the people that thought Blissey was going to be absolutely dominant, and Politoed has proven you can take down Blissey. There's a Magma Storm, doing barely anything to Blissey. That's absolutely fine. Blissey, any special moves the Politoed team use, Blissey will eat and eat and eat. Here's Superpower, though. That is physical and super effective. And God, they've taken down another... oh my goodness, they've taken down Shiny Blissey. The attack and the defense drop, but Shiny Blissey is gone. Politoed, again, just really knows what they need to do here. Here's a Dynamic Punch from Blissey, but of course 50% accuracy. It got avoided. That's an absolute shame for Blissey. What's Politoed going to do right now? Goes for Wing Attack. That is a physical move. It's going to hurt Blissey quite a bit. Does at least a sixth of Blissey's HP there. And here's Shiny Politoed with Icicle Crash, but that's avoided. That is lucky for Team Blissey. Blissey, what have you got in mind here? Going for Double Edge. That is going to be a stab move, but it's physical, so Blissey barely does any damage with it. It takes a little bit of recoil damage there as well. Which Politoed's going first this time? It's Shiny Politoed, and it's going in with Power Trip. That won't do a lot of damage. Don't worry, Blissey. Blissey? You're absolutely fine. Here comes regular Politoed with a U-turn. It's not going to leave the battlefield, of course, but it's still going to do decent damage to Blissey, bringing it close to the halfway mark of its HP. Blissey needs not Natural Gift. It needs a Guillotine. It needs a Fissure. It needs something like that to be able to take down one of these Politoed ASAP. There's a super effective Brick Break. That's going to do significant damage, bringing Blissey into the red. Oh my goodness, Politoed really wants to be the MetroMania champion. There's a Boom Burst. It's going to hit everybody, bringing Blissey down to 22 HP. What's it going to do? It needs to restore its HP, really. Embargo, stopping Politoed from using the items that it does not even possess. Oh, Blissey, what has happened to you? What has happened? Here we go. Shiny Politoed, what have you got? Going for Blast Burn. That has to be it for Blissey at this point, surely. Yep, down goes Blissey. Politoed takes the spot in quarterfinal 2, and that's absolutely amazing. Well done to Politoed. Sad to see Blissey go, but Politoed was just absolutely dominant. I really didn't quite know what was going to happen when it came to the Perish song, like in that first battle. That really confused me, but I think it's fair to say that with moves that kill everyone, like Perish Song or like Explosion, the rule going forward is going to be the same rule that applies automatically in the game, which is the last Pokemon to faint out of all 4 is the winner. So because Blissey in that first round was the last Pokemon to faint, the point goes to Blissey. However, didn't end up making a difference because in the next 2 rounds, Politoed absolutely smashed it. So, well done to Politoed. Blissey was such a big favourite to win as well, so I'm really surprised to see it go. A lot of people were saying because it's got so much bulk, there's no way anyone's going to be able to defeat it in a Metronome battle, but Politoed has proven it can take down Blissey. Can it take down Togekiss though? We're going to find out in the second of the quarterfinals coming in a few weeks. But if you've enjoyed this video, of course, hit the like button, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode of the action. And of course, until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.